When the Ministry of Higher Education shared with us their ambitions to prepare the university students in terms of increasing their proficiency level for English, we thought that we could try to support on trainings, specific trainings for the new generation of teachers.
We have identified the need of creating a space for the younger generations of English language teachers. Not just for those newly graduated, but also for those still students who are becoming English language teachers soon. Mentors in Action is our response to that need.
Then we have a challenge. We had the idea of what to do, but we didn't have enough funds to be able to deliver those projects for Mentors in Action. So we applied for funds to the FCDO in Havana. We were lucky enough to get our projects approved, and then we have funds to start with our Mentors in Action trainings along the island.
The Mentors in Action programme brings British Council expertise and experience in English language teaching, development and education to young people, and in that way we're able to work together to achieve our objectives on sustainable development, on bringing quality education to young people here in Cuba, and on strengthening our bilateral partnership between the two countries.
We based our trainings in University of Oriente, University of Las Villas, and the Pedagogical University in Havana. It was like 3 poles where we could prepare the new generation of teachers, and then they will be cascading what they had learned during those trainings. It would be working as training the trainers scheme.
Mentors in Action is a unique experience for all of us. If I have to define it in only one word, I would say growing, from the professional, from the personal, and from the cultural point of view. We have been in contact with updated techniques for improving our teaching, its planning, and also the way in which we give and obtain feedback.
It is a training that helps all of us to be prepared in terms of classroom management, in terms of developing all the speaking skills, listening skills for our students, not only at college, not only in primary school, not only in junior high school, but in all kind of levels in terms of foreign language teaching.
Well, I think everyone can learn from exchanges like this. I think they've got a really solid foundation in terms of all of the theory that they study here at the university. And it's a real pleasure to come and get them actively participating and practicing skills. And I can see them making really quick progress in that as well, partly because they have this really solid foundation.
They gave us the opportunity to challenge ourselves, to embrace every single potentiality that we have as a teacher, as an individual, and as a professional. Imagine having the opportunity to incorporate, not only touch the life of the students, but also touching the life of teachers.
This program has helped me not only to develop some skills as an English language teacher, but also to reinforce some more areas as part of my professional development, like professional conduct, classroom management, teacher's approach, professional behavior, repertoire, and language production.
My lessons have getting more interesting for my students. It has been easier for me to develop the lessons, to do the planning lessons also, to support my colleagues with some terminologies and also with stages of the lesson.
Of course, to interact with native speakers that allows the opportunity to grow as teachers and as persons too.
With the trainings provided by our UK partner for Mentors in Action, the British organisation St. Giles Educational Trust, we have enabled these mentors to further develop their teaching skills, and they have already become master trainers.
These courses are being cascaded in Cuba to professors from the different levels of education. When working with them, they think it is profitable. I mean, the themes are profitable, and that they are ready to start transforming the teaching learning process of English.
I had also the opportunity to cascade this teacher training course with English methodological advisors from different provinces during the national meeting. We could share ideas on listening as a fundamental skill to develop in our student and the role of the teacher as a facilitator. From my point of view, this is one of the most rewarding experiences I ever had in my professional path.
We stayed in more than 4 provinces. We had in our cascading process teachers of all educations. It means elementary, middle education, higher education, and also at the university. We want to highlight that we had in our cascading process 612 people, and it only stopped because of the pandemic.
Recently, we have the third group of trainings. It was 6 weeks during COVID. It was a challenge for us to have those trainings happening because it was too long, but the Mentors in Action needed to complete their preparation to be able to cascade those trainings, but now nationwide.
This time it gave me and many other great teachers the opportunity to interact, create and learn from each other and excellent professors as in many other occasions before. But this time we did it using an online platform, and it was the first time for us doing a session like this, so it was very challenging and demanding.
The course started in December 2020 and finished in February in 2021, and we had 18 participants from Cuba, right across Cuba, on the course. The enthusiasm was fantastic, participation was excellent, and everybody managed to perhaps do their first online course. So a lot of people were really happy with themselves. We covered a lot of ground. For this course, we decided to look further, to go deeper into the Cuban context, and also to look at materials that are used in Cuban classrooms.
I have realized that my lessons have become funnier, easier. For me myself, I can find other ways for making my students think in what they can do better. And that language, English, it is not just a subject. And we can have fun with English, we can learn, and we can use it in our daily life. Being part of this family has been one of the greatest things that ever happened to me.
This project allows us to have a more inclusive approach in terms of the age group it benefits and for the training opportunities it creates for teachers and students from remote provinces in Cuba, for including teachers from different educational levels from both ministries of education in Cuba.
Selecting young people, newly graduated teachers, I think it was a great idea since they are fresh, dynamic and flexible for introducing the necessary changes that the teaching of English needs in Cuba. The future of Mentors in Action, I think, should be cascading, getting to more and more teachers for improving the teaching of English in Cuba.
We have found in those young people the commitment they have not only to learn for their professional development, also for multiply what they have learned, and also because it is a way to renew our leaders in the process of teaching English as a second language in Cuba.
From our side, to see the commitment, the engagement, and the motivation is really, really important.
MIA is one of the projects which is transforming positively the teaching learning process of English as a foreign language in Cuba, since we mentors are being trained with new techniques and procedures which make better our job as professors, but at the same time that keep the students motivated and engaged toward the learning.
Recently, I presented a paper in the International Pedagogy Congress 2021 held in Havana virtually, There, I proved how this program contributed to enhance the professional development of teachers and how the strategic alliances between the Ministry of Education and British Council Cuba contributed to fulfill the goal 4 and 17 of the Sustainable Development Agenda 2030 related to achieve equality education and partnership to achieve the goal. On behalf of the mentors and teacher trainers, I would like to thank British Council Cuba for the support given in this course. We are Mentors in Action.